Okay, your home isn't selling, and it's probably because it's one of these 5 reasons right here. I'm Courtney Strelzik. I'm a local Phoenix Realtor here, and I don't want you to lose money on the sale of your home, and I doubt you do either, so let's talk about it. Reason number 1. Poor photography. First impressions are everything. They are everything. And I will tell you how many times I've seen a home with an iPhone photo, poor lighting. Maybe they even have the thumb in the corner. That's the one I see pretty frequently, actually. And that will deter people from coming and touring your home. I actually had a client, it was about a month ago, found the perfect home for her. It checked all of her boxes: location, size of home. Pricing was actually pretty good. The price was actually a deal on the house, but the photos were absolutely horrible. And it was really hard for her to see past that. I really had to convince her, like, hey, we should at least go tour the home. If you don't like it, that's fine. We'll never talk about it again, but let's just go tour the home. Guess what? She loved the house, but the photos were absolutely terrible. And the reality is, most agents aren't going to really, encourage or push their clients to go see a home because of that. They're just going to write it off. Now, reason number 2, your home isn't selling. Your home is not show ready. Now, this can be the hardest thing to often tell clients before we list their home, but the matter of the fact is, it really needs to be in tip-top shape if you want to get top dollar and you want to sell your home sooner than later. And I'm talking about more than just cleaning, removing clutter, and also taking down personal items. Sometimes homes can really benefit from some light repairs, some landscaping, some painting, those sort of items. Now, it can vary from house, neighborhood, price point. And that's really where the expertise of your agent is going to come in to determine what makes the most sense to really appreciate the value of your home and make it as enticing and attractive to buyers that are going to be looking at your type of home. And I do understand this can be one of the most inconvenient or annoying parts of selling your home, but it can make a huge difference. Reason number 3, and this is the most common reason actually, your home wasn't priced strategically. Okay, I get it. Overpricing your home can be very, very tempting. You just want to put it out there and see what might happen. Who might nibble on that house? I get it because I'm definitely a very money conscientious person and I like to keep as much money in my pocket as possible. But this is the problem. Home buyers are really smart these days. A lot of people after work are sitting on their couch, they're scrolling through Zillow, Redfin, Realtor.com, and they have a very good idea of what home values really should be in a certain area. They're doing a lot of research. And the other thing too is we are seeing more options out there for buyers. It's not a really competitive market like it was in prior years. So if a home is sometimes, even if it's only, 5% overpriced, 3% overpriced, a home buyer is going to recognize that and then they aren't going to tour your home. They're going to go to the neighbor's home who is priced more competitively or closer to market value. And if your home's been sitting for a while, and even if you do price reductions, a lot of home buyers assume there's something wrong with the house. Now, you don't want to severely underprice the home either. You don't want to lose money, but you definitely want to make sure that you're hitting the nail on the head and in that it is as close to market value as possible for your neighborhood. Reason number 4, your home isn't selling is your marketing. It sucks. It's terrible. Like I mentioned a moment ago, buyers have more options out there. It's not the competitive market that it was a few years ago. So if you're just posting on Zillow or the MLS, it's not going to get a ton of visibility because it's not going to stand out. It's going to get lost in the shuffle and you aren't going to get in front of the right audience. And the best way to get as many eyeballs on the property on your home as possible is through video and social media. It is 2025 and you talk to any marketing expert, outside of real estate too, they're going to tell you that video and social media is everything. Just look at big established companies, even like Patagonia, Coca-Cola. They're putting a lot of money and funds into their social media accounts. Now, reason number 5, your home isn't selling is because you don't have a lot of showing availability or you're limiting the time frame when a potential home buyer can come tour your home. So a couple of weeks ago, we found a perfect house for my client. It was an Airbnb. So unfortunately, we were trying to figure out a time for us to actually go tour the property. We couldn't get in there on the weekends. We couldn't get in there on the evenings. And then really the only time we could get there was like midday when my client was working. So in the neighborhood, there was about 3 other listings. We went and toured those other homes for sale and my client ended up putting an offer for one of the other homes. Buyers do often want flexibility when they're scheduling times to go tour these homes. And if there's limited times available to go tour these homes, more often than not, they'll say, nah, never mind. Let's just move on to the next house. Now, if you have pets or kids or you work from home, realistically, you aren't just going to be able to go up and leave at any given moment. But it's really important to communicate with your agent and try to have showing availability during those peak times, particularly during the weekend or evening hours. And if you do have time restrictions, that it's clearly communicated to the home buyer before they even try to schedule an appointment. Because often I notice when home buyers really are like, I don't want to look at this house anymore, is when there's a lot of back and forth and when it's not convenient to schedule that time. Now, if you are considering selling your home, I do have a tool below where you can actually check the valuation of your home in the current market and also how much equity, all the good stuff that you may want to know. And if you don't mind, go ahead and hit that subscribe button. It does help me out tremendously. Have a great day.